Here's how the app presents itself after you log in into your account. You will see the information about your company that you have already entered, or if you haven't created your company, you will be able to enter all the information here, as well as change your plan. On the right corner, you will see a menu where you can access your own profile, and by clicking here, you will get access to your general information, as well as your professional information, aka your trade or profession. And you can always edit this information and add a new trade, and you can add as many trades as you wish. Go into the projects module. You will see all the projects that are listed in your company and that you have created previously. You can always add a new project by entering all the necessary information and clicking this button. And once it has been added, you will see it here. You can see all the information, and by clicking here, you will see your project's details, its progress, description, dates, address, documents. You can see your project's team, and you can also always add users directly to your project. You can see all the tasks that are pinned under a certain project, and you can see who is a supervisor, and you can manipulate your tasks and see all the subtasks, and you can always add a new task here, add a milestone to your project, or import already existing tasks. You can also see all the project supplies that are listed in this specific project. Quantity, availability, its status, and see the details by clicking on these three dots. Moving on to the tasks module, you will see all the tasks that are listed under your company's name and that belong to a certain project. You can see all the tasks as well as your tasks, which you directly supervise. Here you can see all the information about the task, okay, its name, start date, end date, status, progress, and who is the supervisor of a task. You can also access a small menu by clicking those three dots. You can attach a report, move this task to a milestone, edit it, reassign supervisor, and add a subtask. And all those subtasks will be listed here. By clicking those little arrow, you will access it. You can see its statuses as well, its name, you can access it, and also necessary documents and reports attached to a certain task or a subtask. And if a task and subtask requires a report to be attached in order to finish it, you will see a small symbol like this, and a pop-up message will be shown to you explaining that closing this task requires attaching a report. Pretty much same logic goes to your tasks. It looks quite the same. And next, moving on to the personnel module, you will see all your employees, all your company employees, regardless of the project or tasks that they are assigned to. You can see their personal information, their role in your company, and their trade or profession. You can always change the account type, see more details about your worker, and delete this worker. And you can always add a new user to your company by clicking this button, selecting the account type, and entering their email. And once you have sent this invitation, you can manage those invitation in the designated tab. You can see who is the receiver, the status of this invitation, whether it has been confirmed or declined, or if the invitation status is still pending, you can always send this invitation once again. There will be three dots. By clicking on them, you will be able to send this invitation once again. The tools module has all the information of the tools that are listed under your company's name. Here you can see its name, availability, status, location, tags. You can also access pop-up menu with all the options that are available to you to manipulate with your tool, such as transfer it, send it to repair, see details, see its usage log. The usage log window presents itself like this. Here you can see the date, the responsible person, item that has been manipulated, the action, and the note. This window contains all the necessary information about your tool movement inside your company, inside any project and task. You can always see what and how has been changed and by whom. You can always add a new tool here. by entering all the necessary information. You can see all the tools that belong directly to you and also manipulate this tool. You can see transfers. Transfers are divided into incoming and outgoing transfers. Incoming transfer is a transfer that has been created by someone, and this transfer is aimed to you. Basically, you are a supervisor that has to either accept or reject this transfer of material of a tool from a certain task to another task. And the same goes for outgoing transfers, except here you are the initiator of this transfer and you can withdraw it anytime you want. Incoming requests window contains all the requests for a new material, for example, or for a request to send a material to a certain task. You can see the status of this request, by who it has been created, the note, if it's available, and you can either reject or approve this request. Same logic goes for incoming returns. If your worker returns a certain tool from a task, for example, to a warehouse, you will see those returns here, and you have to either reject it or approve it. And moving on to the supplies window. The logic in the supplies module is pretty much the same as it was in the tools module. You can see all the supplies that you have in your company. You can always add a new supply by entering all the necessary information. You can see your supplies, the supplies that have been assigned to you, and you can see the details of the supplies, transfer it to the project or to the warehouse. You can unassign it, mark as used, and see its usage log. The window looks the same as in the tools section. Um, there are also incoming and outgoing transfers. Incoming transfer, for example, if your worker wants to move a certain batch of supplies from one task to warehouse or from one task to another, you will see it here. You will see its status, by who it has been created and where this supply has to be moved to, and you can either reject it or approve it. Same logic for the outgoing transfers, except it's your transfer that you can withdraw anytime you want. Incoming request to buy new material or to supply a task with a new batch of material, and incoming returns of materials that are no longer needed, and you can either reject it or approve it. Next, moving on to the warehouse section, and here is basically a digital storage of all your company's tools and supplies. So when you are creating a new supply and tool for your company, they are automatically transferred here and listed here. You can import an already existing database of your tools by clicking here, entering all the necessary information, and once it has been uploaded, you will see it here. Same logic goes for the supplies section. And you can do all the manipulations that you can do in the supplies and tools module. You can do it here as well. And you can add as many warehouses as you want by entering its name and its address. And the last window is the knowledge base section. It's basically a digital repository for all of your company's documents, regardless of its size, of its extension, and regardless of the quantity of documents that you want to store. You can add as many as you wish. You add a new document by clicking here, entering its name, selecting document type, and attaching a document. And once you click the button Add, you will see those documents listed right here. You can see its owner, type of the document, the date it has been added, and tags. And you can view the information about the document. You can download it, you can edit information, and you can delete document anytime you want.